A desolate, windswept beach. It's gray and moody, not a tropical paradise. Elias, an old man in tattered clothes. Every morning at 5:00 a.m., he arrives at the beach with a rusty bucket and specialized, handmade tools. Julian, a young, burnt-out tech CEO on a forced sabbatical. He is obsessed with efficiency, legacy, and leaving a mark on the world. Julian watches Elias from his balcony. For 3 days, he sees Elias spend 10 hours building the most intricate, architectural sandcastles Julian has ever seen. We are talking about cathedrals with flying buttresses, moats that function with hydraulics and tiny windows. Every day at 5:00 p.m., the high tide rolls in. Julian watches, horrified, as the water smashes the castle. Day 1, Julian expects Elias to be devastated. Elias just watches the destruction, smiles, and leaves. Day 2, Julian is frustrated. Why spend 10 hours on something that lasts 10 minutes? Day 3, Julian goes down to the beach. He confronts Elias. Julian, you're an artist, a genius, but you're wasting it. Let me call a crew. We can cast this in concrete. We can 3D scan it. You could be famous. Elias doesn't look up from sculpting. Concrete cracks. Servers crash. The water is the only thing that's honest, son. Julian becomes obsessed. He researches Elias. He finds out Elias was once a world-renowned architect, the man who designed the city's tallest, most permanent skyscraper. Julian confronts Elias again with this information. You built the Zenith Tower. You built things that will last 500 years. Why are you playing in the dirt? Elias takes a break. He tells Julian a story. He talks about the curse of permanence. He explains that when he built the skyscraper, he spent years staring at blueprints, missing his children growing up, missing his wife's laughter, all to build a monument of steel that he never visits. I built a tomb for my ego, Elias says. I thought value came from how long something lasted, but a sunset only lasts a few minutes. A laugh lasts a second. Are those worthless? Julian argues that without legacy, we are forgotten. Elias argues that trying to be remembered is a trap that stops you from living right now. Julian decides he will save Elias' work despite him. He sets up high-end cameras to capture a time-lapse of the next day's build, Elias' masterpiece. He plans to turn it into an NFT or a gallery exhibit to prove to Elias that preservation is key. It is the final day of Julian's trip. Elias is building something different today. It's not a cathedral. It's a sprawling, flat city, a tactile map with ridges, smooth valleys, and textured roads. It is incredibly wide and low to the ground. Julian is filming everything. This is it, Julian thinks. I'll make him immortal. The tide begins to turn. The waves are getting closer. The water is inches away from the sand city. Julian yells at Elias, "It's time! Move back so I can get the final shot before the water hits." Elias ignores him. He is looking at the parking lot entrance of the beach. He looks worried. He checks his watch. The water touches the edge of the sculpture. Julian screams, "You're losing it, the water is here." A van pulls up to the curb. A woman steps out, guiding a young boy, maybe 10 years old. The boy walks with a white cane. He is blind. Elias' face lights up, the first time we see him truly happy. The boy runs toward Elias' voice. "Is it ready, Grandpa?" "Just in time," Elias says. Elias takes the boy's hands and places them on the sand sculpture. The camera zooms in. The sculpture isn't just art, it's a story. The boy runs his hands frantically over the ridges, the textures, the smooth domes. He laughs. He feels the layout of a castle, a dragon, a village. Elias narrates as the boy feels. "Here is the gate. Feel that. That's the dragon's scale. And here is the river." The water rushes in. It washes over the boy's feet and dissolves the sculpture while his hands are still on it. The boy laughs with pure joy as the castle melts into mud under his fingers. "I felt it, Grandpa. I felt the water take it." Julian lowers his camera. He stops recording. Elias wasn't building for a legacy. He wasn't building for art. He wasn't even building for himself. He was building a tactile world for his blind grandson to experience, a boy who cannot see pictures, who cannot see concrete skyscrapers. The boy can only experience the world through touch in the present moment. The fact that the water destroys it is the best part for the boy. He gets to feel the change, the movement, the reality of nature. I wanted to save the sculpture for the future, but Elias knew the truth. The value wasn't in the sand. The value was in the boy's smile, and you can't save a smile for later. You have to be there while it happens. Julian deletes the video file from his camera. He walks down and joins them in the water.